Good morning, everybody. I was just taking a sip of coffee, and we are now live. Um, as you guys know, I'm very serious about this. Okay, I don't take any of this stuff lightly. I know we got very little time left, and I don't mean to be, coming against Paul Bagley when he says, "Are you serious?" all the time. But I don't look at this like it's a television show or a news show because it's not. This is just me on my cell phone going live, sharing with you guys, all my brothers and sisters in Christ. And we're not going to be here that much longer. Okay, we're going to be soon to be with our Lord in the kingdom. Hey, how you doing, Jordan? It's good to see you this morning. I figured I'd do a live video this morning before I leave to get on the road. Or they call me for a video. We decided to check into another Super 8 again. The prices are right, and they're fairly decent. They're not all the same, but the prices are right, and we could do it, I guess, another night. It's good to stretch out, It's something, you don't get to do all the time when you're living like this on the road. But I figured, you know what? James, you got a partner. James wanted to split it, so we did it. Good morning. Anyhow, you guys, I was sharing with James this morning where I don't think we're going to be here much longer. I'm surprised we're even here, to tell you the truth. But I don't even think we're going to be here for a few more months. All the things that we're seeing everywhere that we're going, it all tells me that this is getting ready to end. I mean, all the people that I'm meeting and stuff like that I'm seeing, the things that I'm seeing everywhere. I shared with you guys, I believe the other day. All right, how you doing? Let me see. It's Myosha. Myosha? Good morning, Myosha. I like Paul Bagley. That's good. All right. That's what I said this morning. I started off and I said, I'm always very serious, But anyhow, I don't have anything against anybody on any of these videos, even if they are coming against me, the scoffers and stuff. I don't have nothing against any of them. The Lord's going to sort all this stuff out, what people are doing and why they're doing it, okay? But nonetheless, I like to share what I'm experiencing on the road as we're traveling, okay? Because I see a lot just on what's happening around me, and where Jesus Christ told us, he said, watch. And for the things that are happening around us, I'm seeing now more than ever, everything around us is more spiritual than it is of the flesh. And where he says we're going to be changed in a moment, in the twinkling of our eye, we're going to be pulled out of this. And everything I'm seeing here, you guys, stop and think about it. Look at the changes that we've been witnessing. The sudden changes. Where I have tattoos from when I was younger and stuff, okay? I've got a lot of tattoos on me. I've regretted them. Now, these tattoos today, it's like an explosion. Like all of a sudden in the last 3 years, they're very popular. But I'm also noticing how a lot of them are coming from behind the ears. And I'm seeing a lot of stars, like they fell from heaven, that kind of stuff. And I've also witnessed where I've seen people jumping in people, like hosting their bodies. I've seen it while I was at a red light in my truck, and a guy riding in a bicycle was like, look. And another guy in a pickup truck at a stop sign was going, like, yeah, they couldn't believe where they were at. This world, that's what they're in right now. This is getting ready to come to an end, okay? I was sharing with James this morning. He's, knowing that it's a difficult life to travel like this on the road, because you're sleeping on that front seat. It's very uncomfortable. Or if you get to sleep in the back of that truck, you don't have much to sleep on, and it's very uncomfortable. And I woke up this morning on this bed, and I was like, boy, I hurt really bad. Hi, Anna. Oh, you're in Atlanta? That's where we're at now. We're in Atlanta. That's where we're at right now. We're outside of Atlanta, probably about 35 minutes. But anyhow, I woke up on that in this bed this morning and I was like, "Oh man, my body hurt really bad." And James goes, "It's probably because your body's not used to a good night's rest, you know?" And I sat in one of those massage chairs. You put $1 in it and it's got those things that go up your back, you know? And could even be that. Who knows? But anyhow, you guys, I've seen where they're literally jumping in people, hosting the bodies here, okay? I have no illusions of everything that I've seen. I've shared that photo with you guys with the angel blowing the trumpet above my head. Also, you guys, a lot of you guys that have been with me for quite a while now. Hey, Matthew, good to see you. Matthew, I don't know if you remember that photo as I was first showing it. All you could see was that angel blowing the trumpet. Okay, over time, now you can see a gorilla over my mirror. It looks like an ape. Okay, that started materializing. Now, as that materialized, where you can clearly see it's a gorilla, now they come out with a movie called Planet of the Apes. It's a remake, but it's a brand new movie, Planet of the Apes. Now, Planet of the Apes, you know, like I had a dream where I seen people coming out like animals, and then straw being thrown in front of them, like to feed on stuff like an animal. In other words, God no longer sees people as his people, but as animals, the way they're living. He handed them over to retrobated minds. Okay, that's why they lust of what's in the world. They lust of what's of the flesh, sex, you know, the way people dressing themselves up to be attractive to other people, you know. God has handed people over to retrobated minds. There was a time, you guys, where you wouldn't see the things that we see today on the billboard signs. Women dressed as they're dressed, like they're wearing nothing but a bra and panties on a billboard sign, driving down the highways. You know, you got your sex adult shops everywhere. I mean, we see them everywhere. They're called the Lion's Den, or, you know, gentlemen's clubs, stuff like that. They're calling gentlemen. You know, come on now. A real gentleman would not be in a place like that. Only somebody with some stinking thinking would be in something like that. But today they're called gentlemen. Yeah, just total immorality. It's total, just horrible. But things are twisted and upside down. We don't have much longer here, you guys. That's what I was telling James, you know, because he's like, you know, I don't know that I could do this, you know, much longer. For the long haul, I would have to find something else to do. And I'm like, well, for me, this is what I have to do. It is revolting, isn't it, Tom? Good to see you this morning. It's very revolting. If I had children today, I would not want my children to see these things. And I've also told James, because his kids are in private schools, I said years ago when I was a child, I knew these private schools, these gated communities, were just a temporary solution for those that have, to keep away those that don't have. And I said, it's just going to be a growing problem, and pretty soon they're going to be surrounded by it. I've even noticed how those people that live in horse buggy and carts, even their children were changing. You know? Good morning, Tom. Their children are changing, but they've also got their children. They've all got cell phones. I've seen them riding down there in their buggies, you know, and then they got their cell phones in their hand. They don't look any different than everybody else. You know, this is coming upon everybody, the whole wide world, you know, other than those that were separated by the Lord, okay? And we know that's not a whole lot of it. It's going to be in the millions, but that's around the whole world. And it's a bad thing, you guys. I mean, what I see coming, it's going to, you know, it's not going to be much longer. My dream showed me where, in God's eyes right now, man, most of these people are nothing more than animals, you know. Look at all the signs everywhere. Like I told you, there's these gas stations. It's called Stripes. Stripes. By his stripes, we're healed. But he's got them all out there in gas stations, okay? Gas stations is something like fossil fuel, all right, from the beginning, okay, in time. Where Jesus, you know, before Jesus' time, they didn't have the oil. They had lanterns where they had fuel for oil then, to burn oil for their lanterns, to burn their lights and stuff like that. They would have oil then for that stuff, but they didn't have it for cars driving down the road as we do today. And but here we have gas stations called Pilot, or truck stops. And we all know Pilate is the one that judged and had Jesus crucified. Then we got another gas station that Pilate owns. It's called the Flying J, which I always say that represents Jesus in his jet. We're getting ready to fly, okay? Those that are paying attention, we're going to be getting on that jet. And we're all going to be flying. Well, we're going to be changed. And then there's another gas station. It's called Spirit, okay? Spirit. Just like our soul, our spirit, okay? And then that Spirit gas station, it's got an eagle on the side of it, on both sides of it. Eagles on the gas pump. Eagles. Now, these eagles, what does it say about the Jewish people that were delivered out of Egypt? Like on the wings of an eagle, okay? Our spirits are going to be taken out of here, like on the wings of an eagle. Everything you see around you, it is spiritual. You know, and if you can't see that, it's because your eyes are focused on the things of this world, the flesh, the lust of. Okay? And everything that's happening is spiritual. Okay? That's why these signs are manifesting around us like mad. Okay? Even though the people that are in the flesh are doing this, they're coming up with the names of all this stuff. You got to remember, they can enter into you like a puppet and give you a real good idea, a thought. Okay, that's why God calls them double-minded. See, he can, you're going back and forth with, oh, should I, shouldn't I? You got another voice in you saying, do this, and another voice saying, no, do this. I was talking with James about that because he's constantly going through that, wondering what to do or how to deal with it. And I'm telling him, follow Christ and do what's right. Always be honest. And we're to overcome this. We're to know that these thoughts that we're having, they're not all our thoughts. Some thoughts will be bad. They might try to tell you to do something that ain't right. And that's why I said, always be honest. Okay? Even if they're honest, even if it's not, you know, if it don't feel good. It's better to be honest and be truthful than it is to try, because he says no liars are going to inherit the kingdom of heaven. And if you're honest about it, it may hurt them. Yeah, it may not be what they want to hear, but we live in a world today where people are being lied to and they're being told what they want to hear. Every day we make choices. Some are wise choices and some are not wise choices. Right. Well, that's why I'm saying, you know, we have to, whatever we do, it has to be honest, you know, and some choices that we make may not feel like the best, you know, like me driving in this truck right now all the time, you know, I hate it. I can't stand it, but I believe this is what the Lord wants me to do it. Because remember, in the Bible, it says the final conclusion is all this, God's in control of it all. And he can't stop. Even if the devil doesn't want me doing this, he can't stop it. God's going to have me doing it. It may not be the most comfortablest job, but he's got me witnessing things that I'm seeing all over the nation. And I'm sharing it on here on YouTube. Okay? How many people on YouTube are traveling around the nation and telling everybody it all looks the same? You know, people with their tattoos behind their ears, the red in the hair. They're all doing it everywhere. They're probably doing it in London. They're probably doing it in England. They're probably doing it in Africa. Everywhere. And when Jesus Christ had that crown of thorns put on his head, his hair bled. Okay? I'm seeing them putting red purple in their hair. They put a purple robe on him. You look at the FedEx signs, it's purple and red. You know, some of them might have a different color, but for the most part, they're purple and red. You understand what I'm saying, you guys? I hope so. You know, but these are the signs. They're right in front of us. So make no doubt, this is soon coming to an end. Very soon. They've got a few years left at most. Stop hurting each other. Well, listen, 90% of the world's not going to make it. Okay? So what we have to do is be honest. Recruiting, when you say they will try to recruit you, what they're doing is they're trying to get people to sell their soul, to deny Christ. You will lose your soul. You know? And a lot of these positions that some people are in. Hey, Crystal, it's good to see you this morning. It's nice to see you, when you got people that are fully aware of the time that we're in, and know this, it's more spiritual than it is physical. Most people, it's just a lump of flesh. A lot of people join the Illuminati, Masonic temples, all kinds of stuff. A lot of people if you choose things of this world, okay, why do you think it says in the Bible where it says, come out of her, my people, lest you suffer the wrath? It's not just the Illuminati. If you chose the things of this world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, it's 1 John chapter 2, verse 15. It says it clearly. I've seen that. The Lord's told me that. He's showed me this multiple times. But my main concern is making sure everybody's aware of what's going on. It's tiresome. It's very tiresome. I'll be glad when this is over. It gets harder, too, when you get older, at this age. But I believe that's what I came here for. We're still here. They're looking to get us out of here, but we got till 11 o'clock, and I'm going to stay every minute I can. Yeah, I love how Crystal's constantly sharing the Psalms with us. You guys, I don't think we got very much longer. I really don't think we have much longer. I will be surprised if we're here in September. If we are, it'll be soon thereafter. Anytime we're going to be gone. Let me get a drink. I was telling James, a few months at the most. I like having a team driver with me because it helps us to drive longer at night. A lot of times I'd have to pull over and sleep for a couple hours, but it was never enough. Yeah, God will do that. He can do that, help you out. But I'm going to tell you, this job popped up where, I had to do it. It helps. It pays my phone bill. Not only that, it gets me around all over the nation. And I feel like I'm reporting to you guys everything that I'm seeing. So I think it's important that I do this too. The traveling is very important. I don't really like it, but I think it's very important because I'm witnessing to people everywhere I go. But most of all on this YouTube channel. I'm able to tell people the things that I'm seeing, you know. How do you think I came up with the red in the hair? You know, by seeing it everywhere. And also by doing what Jesus said. Jesus told us to watch. Let me tell you something, man. Jesus is going to remember, he's the beginning and the end. He's got things set up in place that were set up before the foundations of this earth for you to see. For you to see. That's why he said to watch. Not what's going to be happening here and there everywhere. We already know the signs. We've seen them happening already. He's got signs in front of you to see. James ain't in here right now. James Lilly. James is, he went out there someplace. I think he's probably talking on the phone. Who knows what he's doing. When I'm doing these videos, he seems to not, he disappears. You know, doesn't want to be involved in them. That's right, Crystal. That's exactly how I feel. I feel like, you know, I'm doing exactly what he wants me to be doing. You know, traveling, reporting what I'm seeing, edifying, comforting, you know, letting you guys know, you know, ultimately we know he's in control. Look at what Job went through in the Bible. Look at what he went through and what the devil was allowed to do and what he wasn't allowed to do. Same thing's happening right now. You know, our Father God's in control of everything. Okay? But mostly what I look at, because with the New Testament, is staying focused on Jesus Christ. Because he's the way. Jesus Christ is the only way. Yes, we all have our roles in the body, you know, in this world, you know. We all do. And we'll know those callings when they come, you know. Mine came to me, and I seen it everywhere. You guys, it came to me hardcore. Just like you see that picture. My sister sent it to me. The first thing I seen was that angel blowing that trumpet above my head. And then when I just happened to be there at that Sponge Docks when they had that cross dive, and I see in 2012, I seen that black spirit come out of the water. A black spirit wearing a Spanish sombrero hat, and it was looking at me. And my dog just stopped sniffing right there. You know what I mean? And when I looked, I thought it was a manatee. And then when I looked at it and I seen it was a man, my life completely slowed down. And not because of me, but with my time. I've been in the Bible learning the Lord fully. That's, you feel a necessity. You feel drawn to it. That's exactly how it is. It's our spirit. That's our spirit. It's not our flesh. Our spirit, we're feeling our spirit more than our flesh. That's why he said we must be born again. And when we're born again in that spirit, we're drawn to him. I mean, literally drawn to him. You guys, when I was drawn to him, I was pulled so fast. When I say I was drawn to him like a magnet to metal, it was faster than that. I seen it in a dream. And it was very fast, you know, and nothing's going to separate us from that. And listen, we all are called by Jesus. Not only that, he chose us. So there's something special, you know, about each and every one of us that he truly loves, that he's seen in us, you know. We don't even know what it is yet, you know. Maybe it's our being humble, you know. Maybe because we never chose what was of this world. You know, maybe we have more compassion for those people that are around us than most, you know. Or maybe it's all of those things, you know what I mean? Maybe these are the things that, you know, that he loves the most. Yeah, they're all around us. Oh, James is on here. All right, learning more about the Lord and drawing very close to him. And what's most important, the things of this world are so temporary. Yes, they are. It's so strange. I got James in here. He's probably down in the kitchen. Is that where you're at? Down there in the kitchen, probably. You know? Yeah, they'll try to trick you. What they're trying to get people to do is to deny the name of Christ. You know? What they did to me, they made my life very, very miserable. They picked at my business and made it where it was slow. My phone was hardly ringing. They're in control of everything, you guys. And I think they might have singled me out more because they knew I had a role, something that the Lord chose me for. And remember, the Lord, He will allow it. He will allow it. And so they literally destroyed my life. And then they said if I spoke less about Jesus, they'd turn my life around. And I immediately said no. I didn't even have to think about it. I said, no, that ain't going to happen. And then I immediately went out and I bought a Bible. And see, in 2012, that was in 2014, they said that to me. But in 2012, that's when I seen that black spirit rise out of the water with that Spanish sombrero hat. And then not only that, on the news, I can't load it up in this. That video of 2012, that cross dive, on the lower corner of the screen, there's a time, a clock, and the temperature, 66 degrees. And then that clock, it started off at 5:19. Then by the time it got to 5:23, a lady on there goes, you and 60 children are going to be looking for that cross. And guess what, you guys? I was born May 23rd, 1960. And she said, you and 60 children are going to be trying to get that cross. Now, the Lord also said we must become like children to enter the kingdom of heaven, too. And at that time, she's talking about 60 children, you know. And where are all those children? They're in the water, aren't they? And what did Jesus say? We must be born in what? Spirit and water. Now, to be born again, I think that's going to require a lot of faith to believe. That's born again by your faith, believing. And not only that, he showed me on that screen my birthday popping up at 5:23. Exactly at 5:23, it switched right over to that woman saying, you and 60 children are going to be trying to get that cross. And I was born in 60, May 23rd, 1960. These aren't coincidences. This is the spiritual. And they're doing this right in front of us to show you how real this is. I've showed everybody my birthday on here. You know, I was born. And look here, I got that stupid look on my face too because what was going on. See right here? 05/23/60. Date of birth, 5/23/60. That's what time it was reported. Let me tell you something, you guys. We're not to have a spirit of fear either. Why? Why don't we have a spirit of fear? Because the Lord's in control of all this, of all of it. Remember, we have to be born again. To be born again is to believe, okay? Not in the things of this world, but we believe in Him who died on the cross for us. I know it is. I seen the mark of the beast being put on people probably 2 years ago. I seen it. You know, very few, 5% around the whole world are even going to escape this. Like I was telling James, traveling with me, James is seeing a lot of stuff just being around me. He's seeing it. And he's going to see a lot more too before it's over. This place is not going to get better. It's going to increasingly become more wicked. And James, you've been reading all that stuff about, evil, how it's going to be increasing. The love of many will be waxing colder and colder and colder. You know, we're seeing more people out on the streets that are homeless. You know, one thing I noticed about James, he likes those $2 bills. $2 bills. And me, I'm sitting there wondering to myself, why does he like these $2 bills so much? You know, he doesn't like these. He doesn't carry $1 bills if he can help it. Now, what is it about the $1 bill that the $2 bill don't have? The $1 bill has that one eye on it, don't it? That one eye pyramid. And I don't like that thing either, that one eye pyramid. But we are chosen, aren't we, you guys? We are called. You know what I'm saying? And he says, come out of her, my people, lest you suffer the wrath that's coming. And then when Jesus sent his disciples out, how did he send them? He sent them out in what? In twos. Good morning, Wanda. It's good to see you. He sent them out in twos. There should be more twos and less ones. We'd probably be in a better environment, wouldn't we? I think those ones are a curse. You know? See, there's the $2 bill. Now here's the one. You notice the difference between the one and the two? This one looks more evil, don't it? The $2 bill has more of the people, about the people. Oh, I know. I trust in the Lord. He'll keep all of us safe, you guys. Every one of us. Just, our faith is very important. To trust in the Lord. Okay? Don't trust in these things in this world. But trust in the Lord. And when you trust in the Lord, you won't go wrong. And we're soon going to be leaving this place. Okay? Yeah, they do. They're all around us. They're all around us. I guarantee it. You guys seen them in my video? It wasn't just for me. It was for you too. To see it. Okay? He wanted you to see these things. He's revealing all this to us right now. You got to remember this. We are the ones that are seeing what's happening in the world. They're not. The bulk of everybody out there, they're fine with everything that's happening. Shall abound, the love of many will wax cold, but that endure to the end, the same shall be saved. Remember this, you guys. We, the chosen, we see what's happening. Remember where it says in Daniel 12:10, the wicked will continue to do wicked, and they won't understand. They're not going to understand what they're doing. Okay? The Holy Spirit, they're being held back right now, okay? And as soon as we leave, then the restrainer will be lifted off of them. And when the restrainer is lifted off of them, it's going to be very bad. Then, you know, people will probably seek death and won't be able to find it. Great delusion, exactly right. But see, we see it. The Lord is revealing this to us. Do you know why he's revealing it to us? Because he loves us. That's why he told us to watch. He loves us. Now, if those other people were watching, they would probably be able to see. But even showing them, they don't believe. I've showed these people many, many signs, all kinds of things. They don't believe. They're not going to, you know, because they're not called. Yes. Yes. Know this. The reason why you see and they don't see is because you were chosen. Okay? We were chosen from the beginning. You know? We don't have much longer, you guys. I think in the next few months, we're going to be gone. In the next few months. Anytime. We could be gone now. It's time. I'm ready, man. I'm telling you, man, my body's just hurting. Aches and pains, you know. I slept, this bed's comfortable and soft too. And I slept good on it. You know, it's just, I don't know. I'm just tired, you guys. My body hurts, everything. You know, I've been doing that in the truck for 5 months. I'm tired of it. Lord knows I'm tired of it. Remember I told you I woke up in the kingdom of heaven and I was in a nice soft bed when I woke up. A nice, comfortable bed. And when I woke up, my body didn't hurt or nothing, man. I felt real good. You know? I really felt good. And where did I wake up? In a bed. You know, and that's something I rarely get today, is in a bed. You know, sleeping in a bed. On the solar eclipse, huh? Let me tell you something about those birthdays. We're going to all be celebrating our birthday together. You know that, don't you? Our true birthday. Our true birthdays aren't of the flesh, but of the spirit. Right now, we are in, let me see. We're in, it's called Locust. Oh, wow. It's called Locust Grove, Georgia. Locust. You guys, check this out. What does that say? Locust Grove, Georgia. What does the Bible say about the locust being released out of the pit? Ain't that something? James, did you notice that? Locust? It's called Locust Grove, Georgia. Everything's happening. It's spiritual, you guys. Locust Grove. Wow. What are the odds of that? And we stayed in another Super 8. I tell you, destiny. Destiny. We're following our destiny. We're doing what Jesus wants us to do. They won't touch us because they know that the hand of God is on us. Hey, the Spirit surrounds you too, Myosha. The Spirit surrounds you too. It's not just me. So please remember that, okay? I can't stress that enough. It's not just me. We are all his children, okay? All of us, not just me. It's not about me. I show you that picture with that angel above my head, but that's for all of us to see. And I am not any more special, you guys. You know, the Lord has different work for all of us. But don't think that his love isn't any greater for each and every one of us. Remember that, man. Please. You know, I'm telling you the truth. You know, one might have a better job, but like he says, what one part of the body is not any more important than the other. Okay? Please remember that. Okay? Good morning, Nick. Glad to see you here this morning. Told James I was going to do a live video. It's the truth. Just remember that. You're going to find that out. I'm going to tell you that right now. You're going to find it out when we get into the kingdom. The love he has for us, you guys. We were chosen. So know this. You're going to be seeing things to love. We're going to be experiencing love like we never knew love. We don't have much longer. Good morning, Cynthia. It's nice to see you here this morning. All right. Cynthia, look at this. Look at where we're staying. It's called Locust. Locust Grove, Georgia. I think it's getting ready to hit here. I don't think we got much. I know we don't. You know, this has been going on for such a long time. Yeah, they're vamping up very fast. That's exactly what I was going to say, Gary, when you said that. It's escalating really quickly now. Oh, good morning, Amanda. It's good to see you. Oh, the Locust? I know. I didn't even know we were in a town called that. We just stopped here to get the room here. And I'm in between Atlanta and what's the name of that other town, James? Atlanta and I can't think of it. James knows it. Oh. You lived in Atlanta for 12 years. Pollen is bad here. Pollen, I was telling James about it. James is the co-driver that drives with me. James Lilly. He was on here a minute ago. I don't think we're going to go past September either. Yeah, we all have, we're sealed. We're sealed. Make no doubt about it. Just like the 144,000 tribes of Israel, they're going to be sealed probably before we're taken. And nothing will harm them. They're going to be sealed. Remember, oh, you know what I wanted to share with you guys? Where it says in the Bible, every word that was spoken by God is going to happen. Everything is going to come to pass. I also want to share this with you guys, and I know you guys know that this is true. Because I heard a lot of people saying this before. You know, women, I've heard women say, oh, you know, all the good men are taken. They're all married. And, you know, when you say things like that, it comes out of your mouth. We're not supposed to be doing stuff like that. And I've also heard men say, all the good women are all married. In other words, all women, they're all bad today. You know? And when you say that, it's almost like you're cursing them. You know? Like you're, you know, if we don't have anything good to say, I think it's a blessing that Mark and James are together with us, like James is a witness for Mark. Yeah. Well, you know, I had a dream where I seen something where James is even going through, and I think that Lord was letting me know, you know, yeah, we're good for each other, okay? That's, you know, all of us together, you know, we're all a member of the body of Christ. Together, you know, we are a whole. You know what I mean? Separated, we're not. And that's how the devil wants everybody. He wants everybody separated. You know, not to be a member of the body of Christ. Yes.